We are on the edge of a spring market here in Orange County. What's it going to be like? What's that housing numbers going to be? Well, we're going to take a look today. I am Dean Odell with 7 Gables Real Estate in the Odell Group, and it is time to take a look at this data and decipher this market. So let's get started. Okay, so let's look at the active listing inventory year over year. We are the purple line, and today we have 1,992 homes in the market. You could see 2 weeks ago we had 1,939, so we are gaining some inventory. Of course, we need a lot more than this. Last year, you could see we were at 2,218, so we are down over 200 homes from last year. And you can see the 3-year average is 5,119, so we are way down from there. Looking at this purple line, it looks a little bit more encouraging than, say, the blue line and the red line from 23 and 21. Let's hope that this looks more like 22, where our inventory starts climbing here, okay? So we've looked at inventory. Now let's take a look at demand. This is the Orange County demand year over year, and what this looks at is the prior 30 days of pendings, meaning the homes that have gone into escrow. So if we look where we are today, we're at 1,476. 2 weeks ago, we were at 1,397. So you can see that's a little bit of a difference. It's actually gone up, which is great. And last year we were at 1,505. So you can see that we're almost getting to those numbers demand-wise that we were last year. But if we remember what the real issue is here is we don't have the inventory, because remember, last year we had 2,200 homes. This year we only have 1,992 homes. And our demand numbers are basically where they were last year with a lot less inventory. Now let's look at what the real problem is here, and we've talked about it. We have to look at just what's going on, even in the whole country here, because people keep talking about how the market's going to collapse and fall, but what we really need for that to happen on pricing is we need a huge supply glut, right? Or we need demand to just completely stop. And demand isn't stopping. Even with the rates higher, we have enough demand for the supply we have, which is why prices are holding up. But look at where we were at the top of the recession, right? Look at how many more homes we had. We had 4 million homes, where right now we have only close to 1 million. So we're like 75% down from that level. So you can kind of almost draw a line through what's normal, right? You can see what's normal for this time of year, and we are way below that level, all right? The next thing we want to look at is Orange County expected marketing time year over year. So again, we are the purple line this year. You could see where we are. We're at 40 days. 2 weeks ago, we were at 42. Last year, we were at 44. And the 3-year average prior to 2020 was at 64. All those indicate a hot seller's market. Anything under 60 days. Well, with the exception of the 3-year average that was almost the same at 64 days. The point being is that we have been in a seller's market for a long, long time. Now, when we look at all of this, we always want to look at how does this demand break down by price range. So let's look at where we are now. You can see all the way up to 4 million right now, we are indicating that it is a hot seller's market. All those price ranges are under 60 days at this time. And you can see where we were last year. So you can see the market's actually sped up a lot, except for in the $1.25 to $1.5 million range. It's actually the same, which is kind of interesting. If you look at the over $6 million range, that is the only place that you're going to find a deep buyer's market right now, right? Because if you look at the current inventory at 10% and the current demand at 1%, that's 10 homes for every one buyer, right? So that's where I know a lot of people wish we were at. What's a normal level? Normal level would be maybe somewhere around 3 to 4 homes for every buyer. So you can see we're just a long way from that when you start going up to, a normal price range that people are buying in. Let's just say anywhere between, 750 to 1,125. If you look at that, you can see the demand numbers, 22% and 13% versus the inventory numbers of 12% and 10%. So we still have not slowed down this demand as much as needed, or we need to get more inventory to really test this demand. How strong is it? Will more people come into the market if we have more inventory? Or is this just enough to keep things staying high and keep things maybe inching up a little bit? Yet to see. It has a lot to do with interest rates. They're going to have to improve to get people to move. Okay, if you need a little bit more time to look at this chart, go ahead and pause it and take a look. But right now, we're going to move on to buyer and seller advice. All right, so buyers, I know you guys are frustrated out there. We're back into multiple offer territory again. And, you know, almost every house has multiple offers on it. Again, you're just going to have to be patient. Don't think that the best pathway is to go directly to the listing agent. You're probably going to end up not having a good result long term if you do that, okay? A great majority of the lawsuits in this industry are when a single agent represents both buyer and seller. As you can probably figure out, there's absolutely no way to do that and not be partial to someone, whether you know you're doing it as an agent or not. My advice, just get a buyer's agent to represent you, okay? We have plenty of them. They're going to do the best they can for you. They're not going to pull any punches. They're not going to maybe not tell you about something because they're also the listing agent. I mean, you just don't want to get yourself in that position. One transaction, two agents. Best advice I can give you. And I am a listing agent, so you can imagine how many buyers try to come direct to me and try to get me to represent them as buyers, okay? Two agents, one deal. All right, that's my best advice for you. Okay, now sellers, it's just amazing how long this market has held up for you guys, and congratulations, but there's still ways to make it better for yourself. And I just keep seeing that happen for our sellers because of our process, because of what we do for people. We just finished up this morning on a house that when we first went to that house, oh my gosh, I mean, it was an original owner. It was the quintessential grandma's house, right? You know, from the furnishings to the carpet to the condition, you know, the old enclosed patio on the back that was falling off, peeling paint, you know, all this kind of stuff. So in 3 weeks, we transformed that house. And I am telling you, the seller is going to make 2 to 3 times what they invested in that house. So they're going to probably make at least $100,000 to $150,000 in profit because of the fact that they took our advice, allowed our guys to do the work, and we were in and out of there in less than 3 weeks, and it's going to be hitting the market. So that is the kind of performance that you're going to get out of hiring a team of experts like ours. We have crews, we have people, we can get the house ready for you. Now, I know that's not for everybody. I know that's not for every seller. As a matter of fact, I know there's a lot of sellers that are trying to have a situation where they can just sell the house off market. Just get rid of it. I don't want the dog and pony show, this, that. Not my advice in terms of getting top dollar, but you should know if that's what you want, our buyers will pay us to find them houses, okay? So give us a call and we would be glad to show your house if we have a buyer for it. And you don't have to pay for that. So give us a call and we'd love to talk to you about it. Or visit our website, contact us through the website, see what we're all about, see our before and after pictures of the houses that we do. We are making a lot of sellers, a lot of money, and we know this market really, really well. All right, I will see you on the next episode. Feel free to comment, like. We'd love to hear from you guys. Ask us questions, whatever you need. We will help out any way we can, and see you next time.